What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rue585. Don't judge me. I couldn't find my camera for a second, but I found this. I wasn't looking at the camera or whatnot. But it's your boy Rue585, man. And last night's game, Monday Night Football, Rams and Chiefs. Yo, I'm not even going to front. Like, at one point, like, I didn't watch the game. I had watched it on DVR because I was watching my Sixers play the Suns. And beat and Aiton. That video will be up later as well. But yeah, these Rams and Chiefs, yo, I, I really can't say much. Hold on, my bad. I really can't say much though. Like, I was shocked. Yes, those are my Q-tips in the background. Gotta keep the ears clean too. But anyway, yo, the Rams and the Chiefs, man. Okay, first off, I'm not gonna say that the game was an easy game for the Rams. It obviously wasn't. What was it, 54-51? Man, when I tell you that game was crazy, we gonna go over the stats. I'm gonna go over the Rams stats real quick first. So Jared Goff, 31 for 49, 4 touchdowns, 413 yards. I will say, in regards to that, like, it was a play that he almost, got picked off. Obviously the player had, dropped it or something like that from when I was watching it. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, Goff is about to get picked off. Obviously, no quarterback's perfect or whatnot, but all in all, he didn't get picked off. It was a lot of offense and it was a lot of defense. I think the guy on our defense, Ebukam, if that's how you say his name, had 2 defensive touchdowns. Aaron Donald was clutch. I think he had 2 sacks. But anyway, real quick, I'm gonna go through the rest of the stats. So, like I said, Goff had his stats. Todd Gurley, it didn't seem like he got the ball as much. He had 12 carries for 55 yards, no touchdown. Excuse me. Malcolm Brown had a couple carries for 15 yards. Goff had a run. It was his first rushing touchdown of the season. On that play. Yeah, that was it with the rushing. Receiving. Brandon Cooks, who I think had went out for a couple series, he had 8 receptions for 107 yards. Josh Reynolds, who stepped up since Cup been down, 6 receptions for 80 yards. He caught a good pass in the back of the end zone from Goff. Robert Woods, who's been so consistent with, I don't want to say getting a whole bunch of touchdowns, but he's been getting yards. Like, even though he didn't have 100 yards this game, he had 4 receptions for 70 yards and a touchdown. I said that, so I was just so contradicting right there. Robert Woods had 4 receptions, 72 yards, and a touchdown. My bad. Tyler Higbee had 6 receptions for 63 yards. He averaged 10 yards a catch. Gerald Everett, 3 receptions, 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gurley, 3 receptions for 39 yards. And yeah, that was the offense. Defense, John Johnson, 9 tackles, 2 assists. Corey Littleton, who's been so clutch with, like, special teams, defense, all that, 7 tackles. Sam Shields, 6 tackles. LaMarcus Joyner, 5 tackles and an interception. Like, LaMarcus Joyner, low key, even though he's like, I want to say he's like between like 5'6", 5'8", and 5'9", maybe. He be having some good hits on players. Like, he may be small, but he knows how to tackle. Mark Barron, 5 tackles. Aaron Donald, like I said, he had 2 tackles, but I think he had a lot of quarterback, rushes, quarterback hits. He had 2 tackles and 2 sacks. Troy Hill, who I think got called for a couple flags, he had 2 tackles. Like I said, the Ebukam guy had a sack, 2 tackles, and a pick. but he still was clutch on them defensive plays. Either Westbrook rushed the quarterback a lot, Nicole Roby had a tackle, and everybody else, Oh, my bad. Marcus Peters had that late clutch pick when Mahomes had tried to throw a Hail Mary. For a second, I'm like, oh crap. He must got a receiver downfield that's like wide open or just broke off from one of the cornerbacks. But now, like I said, Sam Shields got that interception. No, that was a clutch interception. And then it was like, oh no, I think that was before. Anyway, yeah, Shields got that interception. That basically ended the game. Marcus Peters had an interception. Or was that Marcus Peters? Hold up. Let me look. Marcus Peters had an interception, my bad. No, Sam Shields did not have an interception. I had that wrong. Marcus Peters got the interception. Yeah, everybody else, no one else got a tackle. Kick returns. I mean, Farrell Cooper had 4 returns for 78 yards. Okay, that's pretty good. Greg Zuerlein 2 for 2. He even though he missed the field goal, or no, he missed the extra point, so did the Chiefs. Because when I seen that, I'm like, oh man, that extra point, just like last week, like I'm saying, extra points to be counting, man. Like when I seen that earlier in the game, like I think the Rams they jumped out to a 13-zip lead, and then the Chiefs came storming back, and I'm just like, yo, like, because I think Jared Goff got sacked a couple times by number 95 from the Chiefs. He was just killing it. Johnny Hekker is a clutch punter. Like, I think, yeah, it was when he kicked it to Hill, and I think they were saying that Tyreek Hill should have probably just downed it or whatever the case, and he ran it out. Johnny Hekker, he's a beast. I'm gonna just say that. We gonna go to the Chiefs though. I'm not gonna, obviously disrespect Patrick Mahomes like that. He's I think 23 years old, putting up statistical numbers like seriously. Patrick Mahomes is he been killing it though. He had 400. He was 33 for 46, 478 yards, 6 touchdowns, but 3 picks. Kareem Hunt 14 carries for 70 yards. Tyreek Hill, like I said, he had 10 receptions for 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, their tight end, had 10 receptions for 127 yards and a touchdown. And Chris Conley, he had 7 receptions for 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I mean, oh my bad. And then Kareem Hunt had 3 receptions for 40 yards and a touchdown. So I'm not gonna sit here and say the Rams were perfect. No, it seems like the Rams know how to go back and forth with every opponent they go at. As you saw in the Saints game, even though the Saints had, eventually pulled away, the Rams do know how to stay with every team they play. And it's like the defense does their job. It's just like, it's inconsistent or whatnot. But again, obviously the Rams are 10-1 for a reason. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna have a problem with that. Yeah. Oh, Sammy Watkins. I thought Sammy Watkins actually didn't play because I thought they said earlier in the week he was doubtful. But I'm looking at his stats. He just had 1 reception for 4 yards. But all in all, I think that it was a whole bunch of records set last night too. I think they had the most points scored in the game, a Monday Night Football game. I think 54-51. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that the Chiefs were trash. They scored 51 points. It's just the Rams had 54. They scored more. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain with that. But anyway though, like I said, Rams 10-1. I'm hyped. Like I just and they got a bye next week, so they get an extra week to rest up or whatnot. Because I'll say that the Seahawks have been winning, too. I don't know what the Seahawks record is, but they won their last 2 games, I think, the Seahawks. Or the last, something like that. But obviously the Rams got, a couple games of cushion and don't have to be worried or whatnot. But I'm gonna say Rams. Do not take your foot off the gas. Like, don't ease up. Obviously, like I said, you got the bye, so you gotta rest up or whatnot. But yo, Rams, come back and be ready. I'm not saying y'all not and y'all won't be, but yo, I need y'all to stay on it. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the link now below to the highlights of the game. Um, yeah, Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, like Tyler Higbee, Aaron Donald, everybody, Johnny Hecker, everybody was doing their job. So y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all thought of the game, you know, and which I think, just in future, like, or the after the bye, how y'all think the rest of the season is gonna pan out for the Rams. Um, Again, I'm expecting my Rams to win the rest of their games. Obviously, like I said, they're gonna have to show it or whatnot, but it's Ram Nation, man. Like I said though, I'm gonna leave my link down below to my Twitter. Y'all hit me up on Twitter. My email for business, whatever the case or whatnot. I'm gonna just leave all my links down below in the description, y'all. It's your boy Root 585, Rams Nation, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.